Welcome back to Miami, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday. It is 3 p.m. Eastern or a little thereafter, but who's counting? And I am Josh Wallace. I'm with Angel Citadel, and I am your host in Vice City Gateway to Sin. This is a live play of Vampire the Requiem Second Edition by Onyx Path Publishing, and we're back after a little bit of a hiatus. Summer's kind of an interesting time when uh, role playing schedules become magical. They shift and they flow and they ebb like magical currents. And finding time when everybody meets at the same time can be kind of tough. But you hang in there, and eventually winter rolls around and nobody wants to do anything anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and reintroduce my cast here. They're all back from various and sundry Ren fairs and things like that. So, Carol, why don't you go ahead and get us started?
Sure. I'm Caro. I'm playing Charlotte Delacour, an Invictus DeVay, and welcome to my candy store.
Jeff?
You're muted.
I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head the rest of the night. Thank you very
so
much.
So am I. Thank you
It's
so much.
very Charlotte, though, isn't it?
No, it is. It 100% is.
Beautiful. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm
We
Jeff.
can.
I'm playing Sage Thorn, who is an unaffiliated. Oh my God! What is his race?
Unaffiliated pain in my butt.
Clan? He's a pain in a lot of people's.
Spooky little dude.
That's why his last name is Thorn. I can't even remember what my.
Aren't you a gangrel?
Vampire.
Yeah, we're
I'm a cat.
Victor's a gangrel.
Invictus
I
was like, it's not
I'm
Malkavian. So yeah, I'm playing Sage Thorn, a maquette who is unaffiliated currently, and he is a pain in everyone's butt, just like his last name would imply.
Joanne?
Right when I was taking a drink, too.
Oh,
Nice timing.
Hey, I've got the best timing. You know that.
I'm Joanne, the other half of Angel Citadel. I'm going to be playing Kimberly McKnight, a Deva rock star who's still searching for her order and causing havoc.
And last but not least, Rusty.
I'm playing Victor Rockwell, a gangrel Invictus, who just doesn't want to be here anymore. He doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
You went to a cool rock show. Wasn't that fun? Come on, buddy. Pick yourself
And we got to play with the hunter. It was fun.
He went to a cool rock show, after he almost got assaulted by campus security.
Why did that happen?
I wonder.
Do you think vampires can take, like, Prozac? Can we get him on something?
Lots and lots of alcohol.
No, I have a plan. We will get somebody and give them some Prozac and some ecstasy and then have Victor drink.
Good idea.
Make him calm and feel really good.
The man who has never once touched drugs before in his life, yeah.
Lighten up a little.
Hey, you only live twice.
And forever.
All right. So we chatted just a little bit about some things that happened last session. There was a rock concert that went well. There was a big burly dude that had fun, and Victor. Let's see, that was 2 sessions ago, though. Almost got accosted by campus security. Let's focus a little bit more on what happened last session. Who wants to take that?
I got some ideas, and then people can fill in the blanks.
Go for it.
Great. We went backstage at Kimmy's concert. The big points were that Kimmy crushed shit, was great on stage. Ended up getting a huge crowd drawn. About halfway through the set, she comes back for a break. Charlotte goes out and uses her camera to see if she could catch anybody that may have been kindred. There was somebody talking to Andrea, a student that we had interviewed about the missing college students. She comes backstage, hooks up with bass player. Charlotte is once again cock-blocked by her own creation. And then we found a hunter, I believe that was after Kimmy because he noticed her real fangs behind her fake fangs for the stage show.
Yes, so we have a hunter that is now interested in your rock star. We have a literary genius that secretly reads sleazy romance novels that is interested in a bass player. We don't know how that went. You gave a new hairdo, if I remember correctly.
I did. I cut someone's ugly white people dreads.
Yeah, you did.
I fixed him. You're welcome.
You fixed him.
I did.
And let's see, you also met a new friend from the Circle of the Crone.
Did we get a name for him?
That's adorbs.
I didn't like him.
His name was Kendrick.
Yes.
You didn't like him because he was macking on your girl.
I have many girls in many circles, thank you.
Exactly.
I
He was hitting on one of your girls. You were
have
very
one
upset with
main
him.
girl and several side girls.
It's okay. We all know Charlotte needs a bevy of beauties.
And who can blame her?
So today we're going to start with Carol.
What a great day.
You wake up about your normal time. It's past sundown a little bit, and you find as you're padding out from your bedroom to grab yourself a cup of coffee or whatever it is you do, there is a flower on your table on top of a piece of paper.
What kind of flower?
It looks to be a red rose.
All right. Not the first time I've gotten an admirer. She's talking out loud to herself to kind of keep the silence away as she's going and carefully undoing the letter so that she can, still close it back up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's reading it.
The letter is in very fluid script. Not the cursive that I learned how to do. This is almost calligraphy, but it's not calligraphy that looks like it took a whole lot of effort. You know, it's not like it's not like somebody did artwork really, but this is how they write longhand letters. And it says, "My dearest Charlotte, it is not often that I find someone with a similar taste in life. I am so very grateful to know you, and I look forward to our continued association. Please accept this token of my affection." And it's not signed.
Oh dear. She takes the letter and folds it back into the envelope, and hides
How
it.
how exactly are you doing that? I mean, is it something you're holding close to you? Is it something you're like at arm's length?
Yeah, I think once she has opened it, she is like, okay, seems chill. Now is like holding it, reading it very close.
Okay, you smell a very, very faint whiff of strawberries.
Strawberries. Well, there's any number of people this could be from. She folds it back into her envelope and sticks it in the sock drawer. She has an idea. She has a few ideas. Um, does she have like a thing that she needs to do that day? Is there like a meeting or anybody that she's seeing?
Um, Not to the best of my knowledge.
Okay. She puts the rose in water with plans to the next meeting at like the prince's plans to braid a red rose into her hair to see if anybody has any thoughts on that.
Okay, sounds good.
Does my door look broken into or anything at all?
Give me a perception check.
Let's see the message. You can see it.
Yep, two. Um, with two successes, you're looking at your door lock, and you don't see any visible signs of damage or jiggering, like rolled metal on the keyhole, or like prying around the kick plate or anything like that.
She pulls a chair. It's not a particularly sturdy chair. It's white with like white fabric on the back of it. Something that you would find at Home Goods for too much money, and sticks it under the handle. It's like,
Okay.
not the most secure, but it'll have to do.
Um, just out of curiosity, when you go to sleep, what do you sleep in?
Hey bud, this doesn't seem like a curiosity question.
Is,
This
is
seems
it
important.
well? And so I'm going to be going around the room because
Sure.
I'd like to talk a little bit about your living conditions, right?
Yeah.
Are you, the stereotypical vampire? You have a coffin in a bedroom somewhere that's, or are you a four-poster bed kind of gal, or what is it that you? What does your bedroom look like?
Everything in her apartment is still set up as if she is living, except that there are huge drapey blackout curtains, like sealing off any light. In her bedroom, her bed is like a stereotypical college girl bed, other than that it's like a queen size. It has the like white duvet cover with pink pillows across it. She sleeps in like a Victoria's Secret little satin set that she's had for years. Um, and she sleeps with her hair in 2 braids so that it comes out curly.
Okay. Next, let's go with Victor. Victor, you wake up. Describe your bedroom.
And if I'm remembering right, Victor's currently not staying at his own place, right?
You were.
His Victor's bedroom's it's simple but messy. There's a computer on a desk in one corner. It's got all the necessities for animation. He's got traditional animation stuff set out around there as well. A light table, some animation cells, all the usual stuff. And you got clothes just strewn all across the floor coming out of his closet, and it's you can tell that he's not the most well organized of people.
Okay. Your phone rings.
He struggles around trying to find it. He grabs it and answers. Yeah. What's up?
Mr. Rockwell, this is Atticus Thane.
Yes. Yeah. What can I do for you?
I'd like to see you in my office early this evening, if you would.
Yeah. Sure. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Can I ask what this is about though?
Leverage. And the phone hangs up.
Oh?
And he pulls the phone away from his ear, looks down at the phone, and just I fucking hate when they're vague. And he's gonna put his phone away and just get dressed and just prepare for the day.
Okay. Sage. What does your bedroom over Marley's afterlife look like?
Well, I just sleep in this kind of. It's almost like a closet. It's it's uh it's fairly big. I guess it would have been like a janitor's closet or something, but I just usually sleep on a like pallet that I've made, and I usually am wearing uh just like a hoodie and dark jeans, and I don't really do anything special. I just kind of flop out when the sun comes up and the sleep comes over me.
Okay. You um, you walk out of your closet and there is she's probably 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Tall, lithe woman in a a brownish, almost a maroon. Not a gossamer robe, but a very airy kind of a robe. Platinum blonde hair, and she's sitting on the edge of your couch that's in that main room. As you look at her, she's looking around, and there's almost this. You don't know that you'd go quite as far as saying disdain, but disgust. Like she really doesn't want to be here, but she's being forced to.
Hi. Can I help you?
Mr. Thorne,
Well, Sage, yes.
Sage, yes. You'll have to forgive me. I don't do this very often, but it has come to our attention that you've been feeding in our territory. And the circle does not particularly enjoy attention by those who do not already know us. I would advise that you stop, or at least, at the very least, and she says that second part with just almost a sneer and a shake of her head. Be a little more discreet. The masquerade and all.
Oh, did somebody see me?
Yes. Somebody saw you.
Okay. Are they still alive?
No, it's been dealt with.
Oh. Okay.
There's always a use for blood.
Who are you, though?
I represent the circle in this matter. Who I am is not important.
No, I think it's probably the most important thing in the world, at least to you. And probably to someone else. I've never really met someone from the circle of the crone. Is that what? That's what I've heard people call it.
She inclines her head.
What What's it like?
What do you mean?
Well, I hear a lot of people like talk about you guys, but I don't. People are always saying things like you're you're too out there, you're too weird, and like I'm too out there and too weird. So when people say those things, it doesn't make sense to me because what they think is too far out there is, well, usually several steps behind where I'm standing. So um, I've never met anyone from your from your order.
She uncrosses her legs and then recrosses them in the opposite direction as she ponders that statement. And it looks like several times she opens her mouth to try and answer and then closes it again. And finally, she says, "What's it like? It's like being the hurricane."
That's drama. Wow.
It does not show itself often, but when it does, it is raw power.
Okay. Are you talking? Wait, do you guys do like real magic? Like people talk about you being kind of like witches, but I didn't think you. Are you talking about like real magic?
She shrugs but doesn't deny it.
Uh, okay. Huh. I just thought from what I heard, people said you do weird rituals and sacrifice babies and stuff, but
No, if you sacrifice babies, people tend to notice. For whatever
that's
reason,
mean.
humans have this attachment to the squalling brats. I never understood it even when I was alive.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, it was really nice to meet you. I don't know your name, but I think you look really cool. I am pretty new, and so I appreciate that you gave me uh, fair warning. It was really nice of you, and um, hopefully, uh, the next time you come over to my house, uh, it'll be a nicer place than this because I saw your face, and you're right. This place is gross.
She stands up. Indeed. When you see him next, tell your grandsire that our debt is paid. And she turns and she walks out of the building.
Oh, before you go, I have a real quick question. Well, maybe not that quick. Um, where where's your territory? So I don't step on your toes again.
Um, if you go to Elysium, you will find any number of ways to determine what our territory is.
Oh, smart. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. It was so nice to meet you. My name is Sage. You've got that. It would be nice to know your name so I could be more polite, but I'm really trying hard. I got yelled at because I'm not very couth. Um,
She spends a moment not saying anything, like she's debating whether or not you deserve to know her name. And finally, she says, "You may call me Arabeth."
Arameth?
Yes.
What a beautiful name. I love that.
Good day, Mr. Thorne.
Good
And
evening.
she turns and walks away.
Yeah, when she leaves, Nightfall looks around the house. Nightfall. Sage looks around the house and pulls a face similar to the one that she did. It's just like, ugh. Like, it's just not anything worth trying to clean in here because it's just gonna be as bad or worse the next day. So they they kind of collect themselves and get out of the house.
Okay. Kimberly,
Yes.
describe for us your bedroom. How do you sleep?
In a bed on my side.
Okay.
Since it's provided by the prince, it's probably a nice bed, quilts, blankets, blackout curtains. It's fairly Spartan. I don't have a lot of trinkets or knickknacks. It's not my repertoire. I do have a teddy bear. This old, well-worn, blue Care Bear with a rainbow on its stomach, like really old Care Bears.
Okay.
And she normally sleeps in a baby doll because they're comfy and light, and they don't get tangled around her legs.
Okay. You wake up whenever you wake up, and you notice that a small light on your phone is flashing.
Oh man,
You have a text.
I'm gonna kind of rub my face and then reach out, pick up my phone, look at the text.
Who the hell is this?
I'm gonna think for a minute, and then I'm gonna get the biggest shit-eating grin on my face.
I know what you're about to do.
Kimberly McKnight. We spoke last night.
It takes about 30 seconds and you receive a response. Stop fucking around. I'm not an idiot. You're a leech. Or at least you sure as hell act like one of them. Why the card?
That is very speciest. I wanted and do want to talk to you and your associates.
Why? We don't usually have much to say to your kind.
Yes, I know. You're usually a dispose of first group, but I want to open diplomatic communication. And she keeps the big shit-eating grin on her face the entire time she's texting.
Okay. This one takes about a minute and a half before you get it back. A talkative leech. That's new. All right. Monday night, 1 a.m. And then there's an address. Come alone, or the next time we see you, it'll be the way of Bill and Ted.
I love excellent adventures. Wink, smiley face. I can promise I'll meet you in the warehouse alone, but I can't promise that I'll travel there alone. The guy in charge doesn't like his experiment to wander too far.
And you don't receive a response.
I scared the poor little guy. And Kimberly's just going to be sitting there cackling dementedly. And then she'll finally get up and tuck her phone and put her robe on, tuck her phone into her robe pocket, and wander out to the table to have her goblet of breakfast, still giggling.
The prince looks over at you. He's impeccably dressed as always. Interesting dreams.
A new experiment has come to my attention for me to play with.
And you immediately see his interest. He doesn't ask, but he does. His eyebrow raises a little bit, and he looks at you and he says, I see. Well, you'll have to let me know how it goes.
Of course, the results should be very enlightening. Is the sheriff with us?
Yes, the sheriff is there.
I'm going to turn to the sheriff. Would you be willing to keep an eye on me some Monday night at 1 a.m.? I startled my new experiment playmates, and they want to meet me alone, but I don't quite trust them to not have Overwatch.
And he kind of cocks his head to the side and looks at you like he can't quite figure out whether or not you're crazy or showing a remarkable amount of initiative, and they should be proud, I guess. 1 a.m. on Monday. He pulls out his phone and he looks at it.
I'll give him the address.
His brow furrows for a second and then he looks at you sharply. Really?
Diplomatic communication.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. Very well. I'll be there.
And Kimberly will get him again.
What time are you going to go and visit Atticus, Victor?
He said the evening, right?
Yeah, as early in the evening as you could.
To Victor, early evening is considered around 5 p.m. roughly. late afternoon, early evening.
You gotta wait for the sun to go down, big guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, as soon as the sun sets, I guess.
All right. You head to Exnovium and walk into Atticus's office. He is he's sitting at his desk, and you can see a small trail of blood down one side of his lip. And as you walk in, you notice that there is a body on the floor on the far side of his desk. And he is working.
That come during dinner time or something?
No, I finished about 10 minutes ago. Please, have a seat.
Yeah, okay. And he sits down.
It
You said
has...
something
Oh, go ahead.
You said something about leverage, and then you hung up. I hate people cryptic like that.
You'll live. It has come to our attention that you've been given something of a unique opportunity to work with the prince's whelp.
Yeah? What about it?
We at Exnovium are somewhat interested in her and her relationship to Prince. And what exactly it is that he's doing with her. You know that she hasn't selected a covenant.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that much. I'm not sure what the prince is thinking about doing with her, but...
Well, you have an opportunity to perhaps gain her confidence. It would be interesting to see what sort of information you might find.
I mean, I can do my best, but... That's a tall order you're asking here.
And
And I'll still try my best. I just can't guarantee results. That's all I'm saying.
Victor, Victor, Victor. What are we going to do with you?
You know what? Yeah. You look at that. No, I can guarantee results now. Huh. Yeah.
Do you
What am I
think
gonna
me
do?
so foolish?
I'll
I'm perfectly aware that there are no guarantees. However, I am also aware that the attitude towards which you enter an opportunity such as this can often make all the difference in the world. If you go in expecting to fail, quite often you fail. If you go in expecting to have the resources needed, the skill needed, the moxie needed, you are much more likely to find success where others would only find failure or excuse. The Ventru do not like excuse. Am I clear?
Crystal. Yep, no, crystal clear.
Very well. Have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, you as well. Bye. And he just kind of hastily speed walks out of there. And as he's leaving, he's not too happy. So he's going to text Kimberly saying, "So about that job you offered me, when do I start?"
When my phone vibrates, I'm gonna pull it out of my pocket, check it, and reply, "We can start tonight if you'd like."
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Go ahead and go to the location. I'll be along after I finish some of my own business.
Will do. Be right over. And he puts his phone in his pocket and starts. He heads home first, grabs what he needs, and starts heading that way.
I'm assuming by grabbing what you need, you're moving some of your computer equipment,
Yes.
et cetera,
And
et cetera.
yeah, and he's got. It's not just him that's moving it. He's got Piper, his unpaid intern, helping him move things too. Just because it's experience in the field.
You make your intern work in the middle of the night?
Yes, he does. And she's used to it.
Sure.
Okay. I need you to make a perception check, Victor.
All right. Still hate that I can't see those.
Throughout the evening,
I kind of like it.
as you're moving things and getting things set up, or at least getting things to your car, you notice that your unpaid intern is exceptionally touchy.
You you doing okay there, Pipes?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just doing whatever I can to help, sir.
Is you seem like you seem like you got a little bit of a short fuse there right now.
No, not touchy like that. Touchy like
Yeah.
touching you.
Like touchy.
Oh.
Like winky touchy.
Oh,
She wants to rock your socks.
She rubbing up all on you. Yep.
yeah, and he's just kind of gently pushing her away. Pipes, focus on the focus on the movement of the equipment. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm all over that, boss.
Yeah, you're no, you're not. You're all over me. Why?
Well, I mean, who wouldn't be?
A lot of people apparently.
And she reaches out and she brushes one hand back your hair back over your ear, like brushing it out of your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Pipes. Hands to yourself. Focus on moving the shit right now. We will discuss this later. I don't know what's gotten into you, but I need you to knock it
Well,
off.
nothing in a while, but if you're off,
Okay. Nope. Nope. Not the right way to talk to your boss.
and she winks at you.
Not appropriate to say to your boss. No. No, thank you, Pipes. Not right now. You understand that there would be a power dynamic here, right?
I was kind of hoping for it, actually.
It ain't healthy, Piper. God. We will talk about this later, and I will explain to you the vast amount of reasons why this is just not okay. At least for now.
And she picks up another piece of equipment and starts hauling it towards the door. A little bit of sway in her hips, and
And right now, Victor's just thinking to himself, do you think will she stop if I just fire her? But I can't fire her. I need her. Fuck, what do I do? And at this point, he's gonna send another text, but this time to Charlotte and just, hey Lottie, can I ask for advice?
Anytime. It's instantaneous the second you send it.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, so you know my intern Piper, right?
Yeah,
She's
cutie, red hair.
yeah. She's getting really handsy, and I don't know what to do because that'd be a power dynamic in play, and it's just, what do I do here? Do I fire her?
You get that we're vampires, right?
Yeah.
There's always like it's inherent a power dynamic.
No, no, and no. What she's what? Look, she said. I asked her what's gotten into her, and she said nothing in a long time. That ain't okay to say to your boss.
Are you into it? Or question marks.
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
String her along until you figure it out.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Thanks, Lottie.
Good luck, bestie.
Oh, Charlotte's just teaching him to be toxic.
Yes, hi. It's nice to meet you. My name's Charlotte.
You expected otherwise? I mean,
No. If anything, she was probably the worst person he could have asked about that. No, actually, the worst person he could have asked would have probably been Sage.
Probably Sage. String her along until you figure it out. Good luck.
And so he's going to continue just hauling equipment, with Piper in tow until it's, as much as it needs to be moved is moved.
yeah, because you're not going to be taking her to Elysium.
No,
But,
no. He's moving it into whatever vehicle he's transporting it all in.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
okay.
get it loaded and haul it over. It's your vehicle's packed pretty tight, but you can get there. Are you going to try and carry stuff in on your own? Are you?
He is going to try to carry things in on his own until somebody offers to help because he refuses to ask for the help.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Have it be one of your naked girlfriends.
And can you guys tell that Victor's not great with women?
What's Victor's? I'll ask this in OOC.
As a matter of fact, with 0 successes,
Yeah.
as you're carrying your first load down, you open up into Elysium and you're headed down towards that back hallway where your office is, and you run into one of those women that was there at the prince's party. And she stops and kind of looks around the boxes or whatever that you're carrying. Wait a minute. I know you. You're the suit guy.
No, you do not. Yeah, I must just have one of those faces.
No. You do have one of those faces. I'd never forget that face. You're definitely the suit guy. And
Nope,
she looks you
God.
up and down again. So what are you doing here?
Transporting equipment. What does it look like I'm doing?
Huh. You need some help, suit guy?
No, not. No, thank you. No, I'm good. I got this. I'm good.
You sure?
Okay, yeah, no, I lied. There's a lot of shit. And I have been I love these flights of stairs.
It's an elevator, but okay. She leans in kind of around the boxes and puts her lips right next to your ear and says, "Don't be so nervous. I don't bite unless you ask me to."
And he just shudders and his face. Oh, he is not doing good. And he's just gonna say, "Yeah, okay, thank you for the help," and starts to just try to book it.
She takes some of the boxes from off his stack before he gets away and follows him to the room and sets them down and then walks with you back to the elevator.
Well, all right, okay. You know, if you're gonna be helping me, I gotta ask, what's your name?
Name's
I feel
Pauline.
like I feel like I need to know that if you're insistent on helping.
Name's Pauline.
Pauline. That's a pretty name, though.
Well, thank you. I rather like it.
So, why you helping me anyway, Pauline?
Ain't got nothing better to do.
Uh, I mean,
And, you know, you're interesting in a strange sort of a way.
yeah, no, there it is. There's the backhanded compliment. Yep, knew that was coming.
Well, if you knew it was coming, why'd you ask?
Got my hopes up for something not as insulted.
She reaches out and she kind of pats your forearm. That's your first problem. See, you're a vampire. Getting insulted is beneath you. Getting insulted is for kind. You're above that. You're at the top of the fucking food chain.
Technically, yes, but mm, You can change somebody's physiology, but you can't change their mental perception of themselves. They have to be the one to want to change it.
She looks you over for a second. You just need to get laid, is what it is.
No, I'm good for right now. I am good. Trust me.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't volunteering or nothing, but
No, I know, but this is just second time today that I've had somebody talked about that shit with me.
second time today?
Yeah,
Look
my
at you,
my
Mr. Moneybags.
You just got
one of
game.
no, one of them's my fucking intern.
Ooh, that's hot.
No, I know it's not. I'm her boss.
No, yes, it is. That's
It
and
is.
she's like dead serious looking into your eyes. That's hot.
Explain.
So did you bang her?
No.
Why not?
She's like, she's like 19. I ain't gonna bang her.
And she sighs this heavy sigh and puts her hand in her face like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how clueless you are. Look, suit guy,
It's Victor.
Victor. That's not a bad name. And she stops and says that, right? It's like, that's not a bad name. We can work with that. Look, I've seen it before, and I'm sure I'll see it again, right? You were maybe somebody with a little bit of money and a decent job when you were alive, right? You had this you had plans, you had things you wanted to do, and then everything changed when you got bit, right? That's
Yeah. That about. Well, actually, things changed shortly before I got bit, but then things changed more when I got bit. Yeah.
okay. So here's the thing, right? This is a new life for you. You get to reinvent yourself at least once, if not more than once. You get to be whoever you want to be, the very best version of yourself, right? With all the power and the privilege, and you've got time, so you can money and whatever you want. You don't have to be who you were. You can be Victor fucking suit guy.
Rockwell.
Or Victor fucking Rockwell or whatever. But you don't have to be, I'm Victor Rockwell. Do you understand what I'm getting at, man?
Yeah. No.
You don't have to stay where you was. You can be anything. What do you want to be? And the elevator stops and you head back out to the car and you pick up another load and you're walking back in.
Hey. I don't know. I haven't given that much thought. I've been so focused on getting my studio back up and running that I can think about what after.
Maybe take some time to think about that. Because if you're going to live forever, being miserable for that amount of time is a really stupid idea. If I was you, I'd go back and I'd bang that sister of yours. Why? I don't know what she looks like. I don't know if she's attractive or not. But because you fucking can. Do whatever you're going to do because you fucking can. That's what it means to be on the top of the food chain.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, no, I think, yeah. No, fuck that, yeah. I'm at the top of the fucking food chain here.
And she walks over to him and she kind of elbows him in the side. That's the spirit. Now let's get whatever this shit of yours is downstairs, eh?
Yeah, I just gotta get it all up, meeting, Kimberly in one of these rooms here, and we're gonna be working on that, new music video of hers.
Kimberly? What? The princess broad?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm the animator she hired to make her music videos.
Mr. Hoity Toity.
I got connections, what can I say?
See, you're already on your way. You got to believe in yourself. It's okay to start over. This is a new day.
Yeah, no, you're right. And before he grabs the next thing out of the van, he's gonna, with his one hand down, he's gonna shoot a quick text to Lottie and just, yeah. So I decided I'm gonna fuck her, and then just shuts his phone off.
Or
Oh
exclamation point.
God.
And then a follow-up message that just says, "Fuck that power dynamic."
Victor getting corrupted was not something on my bingo card that I had. Was not something on my bingo card for today.
You picked the two wrong people.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's go ahead and queue up here. Charlotte, what are your plans for the evening?
She didn't make any, and I think she wants to text Friday, but that's coming on a little strong. So instead, she texts Sage, "Want to break into a bookshop?"
Sage waits a minute or two before they check their phone, and then when they see it, they say they type back, "Yeah, I'm outside of your apartment."
Oh, worrisome. I'll be down in 15.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
Did you break into my apartment and leave a rose? I thought you were not into that.
Yeah, Sage says, "I mean, that sounds like a fun prank, but I didn't do that."
Yeah, I got a pretty good read on sexualities. I don't think you left this letter. She's down in
Oh,
15 minutes.
okay.
Lead on, you know where the
Alright.
bookstore is.
Okay. Hang on
Okay.
just a second here. Kimberly, you arrive at Elysium and eventually you run into Victor, who is carrying his stuff down with a female vampire that you vaguely remember.
Hi, beautiful. Victor.
Kim. So, yeah, I'm just getting all my shit up there, and then we'll be all set to start working.
Excellent. Where's your lovely little assistant?
She didn't come with. You really think I'm taking it? Yeah.
Why not?
Dangerous.
Exactly. It's dangerous, Kimmy. I ain't.
But she's yours.
Yeah.
So she's yours, therefore people won't mess with her because she's yours.
Yeah, I
You
know,
do
but
comprehend that Ask her, and she's gonna point the.
And she nods her head. She's like, yeah.
No, I do. I do.
We're allowed to have pet humans. I promise.
I know.
The
But
prince offered me anybody from his stable, but all of them were kind of. Ugh.
I still need her to get a good night's rest. She hasn't been sleeping well lately.
So we put a bed in the room for her to take a nap on.
the girl looks at Kimberly. Is she cute?
Oh, she's so freaking adorable. I just want to pick her up and hug her.
Because I think he's going to go bang her.
He should.
I'm starting to think I need to watch.
See, that's three of you
But
now.
it's Victor, though. Maybe. I mean, if he can get the growl going on, it'd be really, really hot.
Well, he was talking about a power dynamic.
I don't need you twos talking about my sex life.
Somebody's going to talk about it. I'm going to text Charlotte. Hey, we're talking about Victor's sex life. You want to join?
If you open your phone, Charlotte has already texted you. Victor's gonna fuck that intern girl. What'd you say?
Awesome. Maybe I should get him a book or two for instruction manuals.
Oh, good grief.
I read a book just like it called The Intern and the CEO. It was really hot.
Victor's
He tied her up and everything with a tie. It was so hot.
Do you have ties there? Give him a tie before he goes in.
Yes, excellent. Victor, look. We're vampires. Their lives are short. It's a blink of an eye. Passing a minute, maybe, for us. We're going to live for centuries. Do you honestly think you're going to be happy not enjoying the fruits that she offers? Yes, there's a power dynamic, but with anybody, there'd be a power dynamic. Even if you went with another vampire. Like, for example, if you went with one of the other lovely ladies that are here that have expressed interest, they're more powerful than you. Is that it? Do you want to be on that side of the leash?
No, I didn't want to be on any side.
Kimberly's gonna reach out and scratch him behind the ear.
I don't. Look,
And the other gal's just sitting there looking at this shit-eating grin on her face.
Look, Kim, I've already started thinking, and if I think things are gonna go south, if I feel like she might die sometime before I do, well, obviously before I do, if she might die, fuck it, I'll just turn her.
Okay, I'd say wait until she's at least 21 before you do that. That way,
yeah, no, I needed it. Yeah, no.
She gets at least a little bit, but she'd be safer here than out there.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, give me a second. And he's gonna whip his phone out and text Piper the address and just say, meet me out front here.
Good boy. And she's gonna scratch you behind the ear again.
Sending her coordinates would be such a power move. Fucking geocache to figure out where I am. Good luck.
No, he sends her the fucking coordinates. He just sends her the fucking coordinates.
Smart.
That's awesome. All right. We're going to take our break here. And when we come back, we're going to go with Charlotte and Sage to a bookstore. So thanks for hanging out with us so far. We're having a blast. We appreciate you and enjoying the stream. We hope you're having a good time. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
One.
Hey, yo, we're back. It's Miami again. It's dark. We're having fun. We're going to go to the bookstore with Sage and Charlotte. So, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, your intent is to go to Keenan's Rarities.
Yeah.
So, Keenan's Rarities is a small, thin storefront on Southwest 10th Avenue in Miami. It's an older brick building with one of those. It's got a door on one side of the building, and then one of those big old windows in the other side. That's, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet tall. And in the window, you see about 2/3 of the way up it a accordion style fence, sort of, like an anti vandalism type fence. Behind that, you see on display some books. You see an old poster. The poster is what looks to be a tour poster from actually, let's see here. Charlotte, you would probably know this. It appears to be Metallica's first tour, and it's signed. And it's sitting next to what appears to be, and this is something you'd know, Jeff, a first edition Jane Austen. So you're looking kind of at a little bit of an eclectic sort of collection. The lights they're not those bright bank lights, the LED ones. They're much softer. They're older. They're still the filament kind, and so you get that off yellow sort of hazy light that fills the area. There's a old neon sign up in the corner of the window above where that security fence is. That's open. It's blue and red, and the N, the gas in the N is either broken or something. So all you see is obey.
Is the store open?
Appears to be.
Okay.
Oh, that's much easier than I was expecting.
I suppose we'll go inside.
You know these people, right, Sage?
I've been in here before. They have some really like cool old stuff that's I mean, you can find all kinds of weird stuff here. Like posters from they have posters that are like designed by some of the like best poster designers from the 40s and 50s. And so I like to come here a lot to look at that kind of stuff and see if I can ever afford any of it. I can't.
Oh.
but it's nice to look at, and they're usually nice to me while I'm here.
Oh, good. But we're here. This is where the book we found is from. Yeah.
Yes, there was an
Yes.
imprint.
Do we have the book with us?
No, you do not.
What was the title of the book?
The Lesser Key of Solomon.
Yes. Okay.
Charlotte
Um,
steps into the bookstore and starts wandering around as if looking for nothing in particular.
Okay. As you enter the door, you get the little bell jingle that's kind of up on the hinge, right? And a voice calls out. You don't see anybody, but a voice calls out, "Welcome to Keenan's Rarities."
Hi. We're here to look for a book.
I've got a lot of them. Can you maybe be more specific?
Could we talk face to face?
Where are
Yeah,
you?
yeah, sure. Just a, and then you hear a crash of what sounds like books falling down. God damn it!
Charlotte goes over to help this person up.
It looks like he was trying to reach the top shelf to put some books away, and he had a stack in his hand and lost his balance. And so all those fell out of his hand, and they're kind of scattered on the floor. So he's picking them up and grumbling to himself, "Stupid fucking klutz."
Charlotte leans down and intentionally, like a high school movie, is like gathering books and reaches for the same book as him, and her fingers touch his. Hi, we're looking for a book.
He blinks. "Hi, this is a bookstore."
I can see
Of
that.
course, it's a
You're not
bookstore.
doing a very good job of keeping them on the shelf, are you?
Well, these were going back on the. No, no, I'm not. Not today.
I mean, you seem like a very good salesman. They're flying off the shelves.
And he can't help himself. He just starts. "I'm James. This is my store.
You can call me Charlie.
Pleased to meet you,
I'm
Charlie.
Sage. Uh,
I think I've seen you before, haven't I? You've
I've
been
been
here,
in
haven't
here.
you?"
I haven't really bought anything here before.
Well, it's nice of you to bring your girlfriend.
No, not girlfriend.
Oh, that's precious. I have a pretty specific need, and I was told that someone had seen a copy of it here a little while back.
Okay. And he stands up and he's starting to put the books back on the shelf.
I need a copy of The Lesser Key of Solomon.
Oh, yeah, sure. Hang on just a second. And he sets the books down. He walks over around a couple of shelves and reaches up and he pulls down a book and he walks over and he hands it to you. Here you go.
I open it and I start to page through it, and then I say,
It's in English.
Actually, I need. Are we looking for a copy in English?
I thought we were looking for Hebrew.
We're looking for
You are looking for Hebrew.
I'm looking.
Well, should we
The
get
copy that we were looking for? I was told you had one that was in Hebrew here.
He stops and he looks at you. Just like, I did. It was, someone took it.
Oh,
you know
do
who?
you know who took it?
Shakes his head.
So it was like shoplifted.
I have no idea.
Then how do you know someone took it?
Because it's not in my possession anymore.
You have cameras?
I've been meaning to get them.
This is a
Eric-
lot of expensive shit for no cameras, James.
It doesn't sell very well either. Buying cameras is expensive.
That's a fair point.
Charlotte, maybe you could invest in his bookstore.
How much money do you think I have, Sage?
I don't know, but you could be like an angel investor.
I could certainly be like an angel.
No, you couldn't.
Oh.
Do you?
James kind of looks at you like, really? You're going to talk to her like that?
He's such an abusive boyfriend.
I am definitely not her boyfriend. We're barely even friends.
That's good. That's good, honey, because you can do better.
Oh, don't I know it?
I know I really could, but
Was anything else taken?
No, just that.
I have a question. Which of the two? There was the homeless guy who was burned alive. And then there's the kid that we're looking for that had a copy. Whose copy was in Hebrew?
The homeless guy had the Hebrew copy.
Okay. Well, I give a description of the student we're looking for, and I say, has he been in?
You know, it sounds kind of familiar. Yeah.
And then I look over at Charlotte, and then I lean in close, and I say, "Give him $10."
Can you tell us anything about him?
All right, run that by me again. Can he tell you anything about?
About Paul. I kind of have a crush on him.
Well, I mean, all the times that I've ever seen him in here, he was looking at old Viking literature and Druidism.
Remind me the girl's name.
Reina Gutierrez.
Was he ever with a girl? Curly, black hair, Hispanic?
You see him think about it for a moment and then shakes his head. No, I don't think he was ever with a girl.
Good.
Has there been a homeless man who's come in here?
I mean, I don't normally ask if they have a home when they come in.
I mean, he's
Visibly.
pretty obvious. And then I describe what I remember of him.
That doesn't sound familiar. No.
Oh, okay.
Was
'Cause he's the
anybody?
one-
Sorry.
Oh, he's the one that I'd heard that he'd gotten a copy of the Lesser Seal of Solomon here in Hebrew. I just thought that I'd heard there were 2 copies. Maybe he's the one that took it. I don't know.
No, it was just the one. It was in my back room.
I mean, kind of an unusual book to want. Had anybody asked to see it?
Nope.
Can we see the back room?
Okay, you're gonna make a manipulation plus persuasion.
I'm getting my numbers together. And is it one just for trying it and then one for every dot?
No, it's you add the numbers. So if you have a 4 in manipulation and a 2 in persuasion, so you're gonna roll 6 dice, and you're looking for 8, 9s, and 10s.
Oh,
Just the
I
one.
got one success. I did okay.
Okay. He looks a little leery. I don't really show people the back room. Just kind of policy. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. What's the point of having merch back there, though? I
I
thought you were
have
a good salesman, James.
I have kind of a specific clientele that I allow in there.
And how do you know I'm not that specific clientele?
You would have come with somebody I already know.
A secretive clientele, then.
I'm going to meet his eyes and I'm going to say, give us a tour. And I'm going to use mesmerize, which will be intelligence, expression, and dominate. On my attributes, intelligence is expression 2 and dominate is 1. So I will roll 6 dice.
Dang, we are not rolling good today.
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
I get 1, and I guess he can roll his resistance roll.
I got it. Well, I mean, what you see is kind of what's available. And he spreads his arms. I got books over here, and most of my posters are over here against the wall, and I have a little bit of paraphernalia, souvenir kind of stuff, old souvenirs, those are mostly under the counter over there. And oh, there's a little reading area kind of off to the side here, and some chairs I've got. Sit and read some of the books here if you want, or check it out before you decide you want to buy.
I need to see the back room too.
No, I don't think so.
Oof. I am going to.
And you're really starting to make me uncomfortable. I'm not. I can see why she doesn't like you.
I like him just fine.
I'm going to first. I'm going to. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna spend a vitae to attempt it again. And this time I'm going to say, stay very still. And
Charlotte just stays smiling next to them. Like, this is perfectly normal to be asked to do this.
come on, baby, let's do it. Mother forker. One.
Having troubles there?
Charlotte, make a perception roll.
I cannot see what I roll on perception checks.
You notice his hand is in his pocket, and it's moving. Almost like he's fiddling with something in his pocket.
It's all right. We don't need to see the back room.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand.
Of course I understand. I did want to make a purchase.
Oh?
Do you have gift cards?
I mean, not exactly, but I can print you a voucher or something.
That'd be great. Could I get this English book of The Lesser Key of Solomon and then a $75 gift certificate, please?
Okay. If you'll come with me up to the counter, I'll take care of that.
Of course, thank you. She starts to lead him back, and once they're kind of out of earshot of Sage, she goes, I'm so sorry about them. They're very sweet. They don't mean any harm. They're just a little off-putting.
I have noticed.
I'm using face in the crowd to just kind of like fade out of the room. Just like.
Okay.
Hopefully he won't even remember me.
All right.
I just become just kind of an encounter he remembers, but without a face or any real specifics, and I just walk out of the store.
You leave the store? Okay.
I'll be standing right outside listening.
He rings up the book and it's $20 and then hand writes you a voucher. on letterhead that has
Can
the
you-
stores.
Is there a phone number you could put on there?
It's on there.
Is that your phone number?
It's the phone number of the store, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
And this good for $75, and signs his name and folds it up and hands it to you, and it tucks it in the book, and then hands you the book.
Thank you, James.
Enjoy.
And again, thank you for being patient with my friend.
You're welcome.
He is a dear once you get to know him.
It takes all types, I suppose.
I'm sure you've encountered stranger here.
Once or twice, yes.
I'll see you soon, James.
You walk out, I'm assuming?
Yeah, she steps out, has memorized the layout of the store as best she could, to try to understand like different windows and stuff from the outside. Steps out and hands Sage the gift certificate. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Both of you
Oh.
make a perception check.
Okay.
It's next to the roll button. It looks like an eye.
Oh.
As you did you take a car here, I'm assuming?
Is it on campus? If it's on campus, we might have just walked.
It's not.
Oh, then yeah, we took a car.
As you walk back to your car, you notice on top of a building on the opposite side of the street a figure, you can't make out who or what, but appears to be watching you very intently.
Can we both see them?
Yeah.
Sage looks across at them and waves sort of slowly.
They don't wave back.
Charlotte
then-
takes out her phone and takes a photo with the flash on. Not necessarily trying to get a picture of the person, but trying to like, I see you.
And I would want to use uncanny perception, because if somebody is able to like stare at me, watch me intently right now, that means there's something going on. So
As you start doing that, both of you hear a voice in your ear. If you know what's good for you, you won't visit Mr. Keenan again.
She tries to respond inside her head. According to who?
According to his friends.
I've just had a
His
very
shop.
pleasant interaction.
His shop is no place for creatures like you.
God damn. All right.
Okay, I got 3 successes on that ability. And let's see. So I sniff out a victim's dark secrets. I can ask the storyteller one question about the victim's secrets or weaknesses per success.
Okay.
So and does that count as an exceptional six? No, 5 is exceptional. That's right. So yeah, what is this person? Is this person a hunter? Is this person?
This person's a mage.
Okay, cool. That's startling.
That's upsetting.
The second magic user I've met today.
You're getting hunted, big guy.
This person is not a vampire mage. This person is a mage.
I think that's really the only question that I had. I wasn't looking to go deep on it. I just wanted to know like what kind of creature I was looking at.
Yeah, and your beast is nervous as hell.
Okay.
Like you are severely outclassed.
What
Sage will just whisper, we should talk sometime, and then get in the car.
Okay, you get in the car. Where are you headed?
I don't have a car, so I'm assuming it's Charlotte's car.
My car.
Your car. Where you headed?
Oh dear, now I have to make a decision. Shall we Elysium, I suppose, to discuss the fact that mages are involved?
Okay.
Or do you have a better idea?
No, that
Elysium?
sounds like a good idea to me. What's that?
Okay.
While they're sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
While they're driving, Charlotte's starting to like vocalize of like, okay, leads that we have. We know that both of our parties of interest were with the Lesser Key of Solomon. Yes, both in Hebrew.
One was in English.
One in English, one in Hebrew.
The one in English was the one that Paul and Raina had.
Paul and Raina had the English. The homeless person, whose identity we still do not know,
Was found with the other one.
Was found with the other one. The book is with the prince. Did we return it?
With the sheriff.
With the sheriff, pardon.
And the Hebrew copy is with the sheriff, right?
Yes.
Or is Paul's version? Okay, so.
And you now have a copy of the English Lesser Key. So, I mean, if you wanted to peruse it and figure out what's in there, you could.
Here. Charlotte hands the book off to Sage. Perhaps finding the tree symbol might be helpful?
Yeah. I wish we'd asked him about the tree of life, or the world tree, Yggdrasil.
Wish in one hand, spit in the other.
That's a thing.
Amazing how useful that saying is.
Well, maybe I met someone tonight. Maybe she could help me.
Who did you meet?
She was like this really nice lady that came over and was in my house when I woke up. And
Oh,
and it wasn't at all terrifying that she was just there telling me not to eat in her territory.
it sounds
She
like you
didn't
were.
say don't eat in your territory. She said don't get caught eating in your territory.
Oh yeah.
There is a difference.
I think Sage's takeaway is don't eat in her territory.
Sage dear, it seems a bit more like you were threatened in your own home rather than meeting a nice lady. Just to point out.
It can be both.
It really can't.
Oh, you have such a small mind.
Yes, I prefer to keep it active and working and alive. An instinct you
Oh,
seem to miss.
I mean, okay. Well, we should get to the place because I she was a member of the Circle of the Crone.
Oh, I'm friends with their primogen.
Oh, what? What's her name?
Ah, shit. um, you bitch, I hate you. Have Vaden's revenge. I have it somewhere in here. God, help.
Coming up with and
Hang on,
remembering
hang on.
NPC names. Coming up with and remembering NPC names are hard.
Rosalie Broussard.
Rosalie Broussard. She answered with no hesitation.
She's the Cajun witch doctor.
Who? Rosalie Broussard.
Oh, she sounds really cool.
It was. She liked my lipstick.
Did
I
did
had a
she kiss
letter in
your lip?
my. Pardon?
Did she kiss him? Your lips?
No. These are
Aw,
reserved.
well, maybe we could ask the Circle of the Crone about Yggdrasil.
I'm in. Do we have a. Hmm. I had something in my house when I woke up this morning, too.
Oh,
It was a love letter and a red rose. Mine was a bit nicer than yours, but still vaguely threatening.
I thought mine was very nice. She was
I'm.
polite. She told
Well,
me the thing that I needed to know, and it was very helpful. So,
I'm not trying to harm your experiences. I just want you alive. That's all.
that's the nicest thing I've ever heard you say.
Don't count on it again. She pulls into Elysium.
Yeah.
All right. So Kimberly and Victor have unloaded Victor's car with Victor's new friend, and set up your computer equipment. And I'm assuming you've started talking about the animation for this music video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte and Sage, you arrive at Elysium, head down, and the hall is not empty, but there are very, very few people there.
Charlotte's waving and like saying good evening to every single person they walk past. Good evening.
Okay. Where are you going and what are you doing?
My first instinct is to go to the sheriff to ask for either the book or to take a picture of the book. And then to find somebody from the Circle of the Crown. But if Jeff has other instincts, please jump in.
Nope.
All right. So you're going to go to the sheriff's office. There is a large man standing outside the office. Muscles on muscles on muscles. Let's see here. I don't think either of you are Gangrel. No, you wouldn't know him. So, may I help you?
Charlotte might know if he's high up in Gangrel.
He's not.
Okay. Hi. We're working on a project with the prince. Need to see the sheriff about some evidence.
He's not in his office at the moment.
Oh. Where might he be?
Out.
Can we wait for him?
Certainly.
She kind of like motions towards the door. Excellent. Well,
Not in there. No one goes in there without his permission.
we'll wait for him elsewhere then. I'm Charlotte, by the
Wise
way.
choice. Stephen.
Stephen. She holds her hand out, entirely polite.
He looks at it for a moment as if he's trying to decide whether or not he really wants to take it, and he finally does.
It won't bite you. She shakes his hand, still full politeness. I'm of Cressida's line. We'll wait for the sheriff elsewhere.
Very well. Have a pleasant evening.
You as well. Well, let's find your girlie.
We go looking for Kimberly.
Okay.
Oh, Kimberly or your new best friend from your house today?
Oh, I don't know that she'll be at Elysium.
I don't know that she'll be
just thought
here,
we-
but if there's like areas with the Circle of the Crone or something.
I just thought we would connect with Kimberly and Victor.
Victor seems to be connecting with someone else at the moment. But Charlotte takes her phone out and texts Kimberly, "Where are you?" Question mark.
Kimberly will text back after a moment, Elysium, and then give the floor and room number.
She
If
starts
anybody
heading
asks,
down.
tell them you're here for me.
No one's asked. With a smiley face.
Good, because some people are weird.
She heads into the room.
You walk into the room. It is a bright office space. One wall appears to be decorated as if it were windows looking out onto the Miami skyline. You see several table, desk, furniture combinations that Some of them have boxes on them, but most of them are now set up with computers. You see art equipment like digital art equipment, power cables running everywhere. His cable management leaves a lot to be desired.
His cable management is non-existent.
Kind of like his clothing. You see in the corner, sitting one leg crossed over the other and leaning back with a bemused smile on her face. One of the gals from the party that you walked in on when he was changing his suit.
You were the one in the orgy. Hello, good to see you again.
Oh, yes, I remember you. I was thinking we ought to invite you to the next one.
I'd certainly love an invite. I don't know about accepting, but I'm always flattered to be invited.
Tease. And Kimberly is chattering away with Victor about I don't know, whatever it takes to go into making a animated music video for a
While fixing his cables.
Victor,
Yeah.
Sage has something important to talk to you both about. However, can you please move from in front of your desk?
Why?
Because I asked you to.
Just fucking sat down. Fine. Gets up, moves away.
Once he gets up, she gets on her knees, crawls under the desk, and starts fixing his cables.
Kimberly will take a moment to admire her butt.
Can't blame ya. She's
Works
like
of art
in the
should
middle.
be admired.
She's like in the middle of moving cables around and goes, Sage, tell them about the bookstore being bullshit.
So we went to the bookstore, and it was fine.
I'm gonna hold up a finger to Sage and turn to the woman in the room and say, "Could you give us a few moments?"
She pouts, but then stands up and walks away, closing the door behind her.
Before she leaves, Kimberly's gonna pull her in, and don't worry, I'll tell you all about helping Victor conquer the little assistant later.
She appears to brighten at that.
And I'll hand her a book. 101 Ways to Seduce a Vampire.
Door closes.
Oh, right. Thanks. Yeah, we went to the bookstore where that book that you gave to the sheriff came from. And the bookseller was pretty uncomfortable. He knew that I was using my abilities on him, I think. I don't know.
You weren't being particularly subtle.
No, I'm just really, really hungry. I should have gone shopping first. But I'm afraid to eat anywhere because I got that visitor.
I'm
But
gonna
anyway.
point around us. Like here?
Go eat someone out there.
I'm telling a story. We got there. He was not very helpful and didn't know who took the book from him. And then when we left, there was a magic user outside.
Icky sticky.
They talked
Like,
to us
really?
inside of our brains.
yeah, it wasn't like a vampire magic user like I met this morning.
They said not to go to that bookstore anymore. And we had just bought a gift certificate.
Why'd you buy a gift certificate?
Why not?
Well, maybe somebody else could go in your place to purchase things with the gift certificate for you.
I don't know.
She, like,
Some
very
people who-
intentionally is not telling them that she did something nice for Sage.
So yeah, it's that lead didn't go anywhere, except that it feels like the human magic users are maybe part of this somehow. I don't know.
I wonder if we would have a way to understand why they would care about these two humans in particular. Maybe they were getting close to discovering mage magic, or I don't know how this shit works.
No, if they were discovering mage magic, they'd already have somebody watching them from the Mage Council.
Maybe they were watching them from the Mage Council, and that's why they're gone.
And then we'd be in war because a vampire stole them from the college campus. It's very icky politics.
They're not vampires. They were both humans.
Yes, they were humans that were taken by a vampire.
Sure.
If a mage had been watching them for magical powers for them to activate their spark, and a vampire stole them, then it's very icky politics.
What's your
Mhm.
idea then?
I'm thinking they found something they weren't supposed to find. There's more, according to my mage friend, they're being blocked by black magic. So if they found if a mage might have found them that isn't on the up and up, and well, human sacrifice.
But we know that they're alive.
Yes,
But
but
for how
our
long?
for how
Currently.
long? And the guy that did have the book, the Key of Solomon, in Hebrew, is not. I mean, I suppose I could go and see if we can. And Kimberly's going to trail off and kind of just stand there for a minute thinking, what if we went back and looked through the cameras to track the kids as they leave the campus and see if we can get a car? And
I have a car.
then, no, the car that they left in.
Oh, not sure.
And then we could talk to my little policeman, who's so cute. I want to eat him up so bad. But the prince said I had to wait until I'm bigger. Asshole. Anyway, why don't we wait and see if we can figure out who took him and where?
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to wait, I guess.
I mean, for all intents and purposes, these kids are good as dead either way. They clearly know too much either about the masquerade or about the mage magic, so I'm not particularly concerned about getting them back alive. I just want to discover what happened to them.
Yeah, I'd prefer to avoid a war. I mean, it'd be kind of nice, a little feather in our cap if we got them back alive, but I just really kind of prefer avoiding a war between people because that's icky.
Go ahead, what's your plan?
I already shared it. We'll go talk to the security guard, get the cameras, talk to my police friend to see if we can find a license plate, and track down the owner of the car.
Okay.
You
And
make
then
it
I get
sound
to have a
so
little
easy.
meeting with the hunter team.
Yeah, Kim, you make it sound so easy.
I'm going to turn to Kimberly turns to Victor's, cups her boobs, and bounces in place.
Yeah, okay, I guess it is that easy.
It is pretty simple once you have the right assets.
And that's why we leave this to you two.
I don't know, you seem pretty accessible as of right now.
What do you mean?
Well, how
Just
many people have
remember,
asked?
she has to ride on top, otherwise you'll break her hips.
Break her hips, whatever, they have hospitals.
Let's not talk about this right now.
You're right, we should let that other girl back in.
No.
Your cables are done, by the way, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
And they're immaculate.
You're perfect.
You can color coordinated and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm a Virgo.
I didn't even see you unplug anything.
I didn't.
Then how?
Mad skills, yo.
So we're heading to the university.
Yeah, we'll go to the university.
Please wipe your feet before you get in my car. Thank you.
I'll just meet you there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I like to run. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you can run. I'm getting in the car.
You do that.
Sage?
Oh, yeah, I'll get in the car. I call shotgun.
Yeah, more room in the back seat for me then, I guess.
Victor, you have to push the seat down to get into the back seat. So you have to crawl over.
And he does it. He struggles, but he gets back there.
There is a door on the other side, but that was more fun.
You could have led with that.
No. She heads towards the school.
I'm gonna take off at a run. I'm going to take off for a run at school.
Okay.
She texts Friday. Hey babe, vampire business going on. Don't leave your dorm. XOXO.
Oh wait, I just remembered. Victor texted Piper telling her to meet him at Elysium.
I had assumed y'all had already had sex.
Oh no, that hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
So maybe Victor should go back and check on Piper.
Too late.
Yeah, trying to get into Elysium, girly pop.
He's just gonna be like, okay, and you know what, you know what, stop the car. I forgot about something.
What'd you forget?
Just, I need to get out of the car, and I need to bolt back over to Elysium real quick.
Okay. She lets him out and then keeps driving with
He
Sage.
gets out of the car and makes his way back to Elysium.
You head back to Elysium.
Going towards the front, going near the front door where he told Piper to meet him. And
You find her standing there. She looks cold. She's wearing the same clothes that she was wearing before. Not sweats, but the stretch pants underneath a skirt and a blouse. And she's kind of looking around, looks really uncomfortable. She looks in the front door for the conservatory, and it's dark in there. But
hey, Pipes, sorry. Oh, forgot I told you to be here. Whew. So look, main reason I've got you here with me here, right, is there's things going on. I don't want you getting hurt, and you'd actually be safe here. I'll be back here in a bit, but I already let people inside know that somebody that I was bringing was gonna be here, so head on inside. I gotta catch back up to that car that I just got out of, and I'll be back as soon as I can. All right, Pipes. I'll
You,
explain everything. I'll explain everything when I get back.
the door's locked though. And she reaches out and she tugs the door and it's locked.
Yeah, as an out of character reminder, you kind of have to use your swipe card for the door, for the
Oh yeah,
elevator,
You
for
got to
the
get in the back
room.
door through the
and then yeah. So I guess
stagehand
Victor
access to.
did I forgot? Did we each have a swipe card?
You do have a
Yes.
temporary swipe card, yes.
Yeah. So
Actually,
right.
yours is permanent. I take that back.
So Victor remembers that. Oh wait. Oh shit. And then he pulls his swipe card of his wallet, gets the door open. How about this? I'm just gonna bring you in, get you to where you're gonna be staying, and then I gotta leave. And then I'll explain everything when I get back.
That's so nice of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah.
And she reaches out and she kind of strokes your arm.
He's just letting it happen now. He's just letting it happen this time. Let's just get you to your room there, Pipes.
So you're taking her down to the office. There's a cop there.
Oh, there's an actual bed there.
Oh, there's an actual bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a
Yeah.
super fancy, ginormous bed of hotness, but it's a bed. It's a little full bed with clean sheets.
Okay.
Smells like lavender.
All right. Pipe, I should be back. Yeah, I don't know, give me a couple hours. Why don't you, I know it's late. You try to get some sleep or something. I'll be back. I need to hurry up and get back out there.
You're not going to sleep with me?
I I can't right now, Pipes.
She pouts.
Look, like I said, I'll explain everything once I get back, all right?
Oh, all right. Better be a good explanation, though.
Oh, trust me, it will be. And he is going to head out and go and try to keep up with everybody else. And so he's actually going to activate his predatory aspect. So let me actually go and take a vitae from me here real quick. And he's going to activate his predatory aspect, and the aspect that he's going to be gaining are the quadrupedal aspect, which will allow longer arms and shorter legs, allow a vampire to run on all fours like a cheetah or a wolf when running on all fours at +4 to her speed and double all jump distances. So he's gonna activate that. He's just gonna fucking book it to try to
Are
catch
you
up
gonna
with
howl too?
Okay.
No, he ain't gonna howl. He's gonna try and catch up with the car.
Very important question.
Yeah.
You are running on the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait.
Now let's think this through a moment.
Wait.
You've already taken your hand off the chess piece, my guy.
Yeah. He knows that laugh.
Oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. So you are running through downtown Miami on all fours.
Uh-huh.
How many cameras does he have on him?
It takes you about 4, maybe 5 minutes before you notice a odd coloration to the air. Red and blue, kind of rotating. And then you hear it. Sounds like a police siren.
Cool.
And he's gonna try to fucking dip into an alley and, you know, readjust his body to be back to normal here.
Okay.
And he's gonna flip his hoodie inside out, kind of ruffle his hair up a bit.
You see that?
What a time to roll all ones. The siren and the lights go right by you. There are 4 of them.
Ooh.
Apparently, there were several calls. Anyway,
Charlotte
Then-
texts Ink.
you come strolling out of the alley.
Question.
Now what?
He's gonna send a text to since Charlotte's driving, he's gonna send a text over to Sage. So
She's texting while driving.
okay, so she's just being irresponsible.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so he's just gonna text Charlotte then. Hey, where are you?
Somebody give him the coordinates. Give it to him like a coordinates. Thank you. She like chucks the phone back at Sage.
Did she type out here? I'm gonna give you the coordinates.
Yeah.
And he responds, "Oh, so you're just fucking geocaching me? Fuck you."
Sage, can you give him the coordinates?
Sage just shares location. I think I did it.
And
Good job,
Kimberly
buddy.
waved to Victor from on top of the roofs that she uses for her ways to get around Miami.
Make a perception check. Let's see if you heard the sirens.
On Foundry or physical dice? Because I like physical dice.
Roll some of the dice. I don't care.
Successes are what?
8, 9, 10. 10 explodes.
Four successes.
Okay. You hear a whole bunch of sirens. Stop. You look down. You see cop cars. They're not on your street. They're a couple streets over. But you see 4 cop cars flying by, like they're chasing. I don't know, some
A
gun
wild
runner.
animal,
Yeah, no kidding. And you get the sense that you probably ought to go check it out. So you go back and you see Victor on the ground. His hoodie is reversed from when you left, and he's got his hands in his pockets, and he's slouched forward, and he's kind of walking quickly.
What you doing?
You hear from above you, "What you doing?"
And his head jolts up. Hey, Kim. I ain't doing shit. Yeah. Look, the
Why are
sage
you on the ground floor?
because I ran here.
Dude, no. So the cops were your fault.
Who knows?
You gotta Spider-Man this shit, dude. Rooftops is the only way to ride.
Yeah, well,
From
now
inside one of the buildings, you hear "It's 3 a.m. Shut up!"
No.
and with that, Victor's just gonna keep speed walking to the location that Sage shared.
I'm gonna drop down to bound beside him.
You show up at the car. It takes you a while. Did you guys stop or okay, so you just went to the campus. All right. It takes you a while, but you arrive on campus and Sage and Charlotte are waiting there.
Have a coffee.
You have a coffee. You had time to get a coffee. You had time to have a couple of donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
This one found the popo.
There was like a ton of cops that just flew past here. What did you do?
I ran.
Oh, you didn't figure out that you have to. We're all learning.
I wasn't thinking about it.
You've had a
but good
very
news.
stressful day and your penis is very neglected. I completely understand.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, I also need you guys' opinion on something real quick.
What's that?
When we get back, should I explain everything to Piper?
Dude, you just put her in Vampire Central.
Did you put her in Elysium?
In my room there, yeah.
Are you an idiot?
Keep it safe.
You're gonna have to turn her.
If you piss off a single person in there, of which you are wont to do, what do you think happens to her?
You're gonna need to turn her into a ghoul.
I was really hoping to wait till she hit 21 at least.
What's a ghoul?
I'm gonna smack him upside the head hard. It's gonna be a crack.
Wait,
Boom!
what's a ghoul? Kimberly, what's a ghoul?
If you give somebody your blood 3 times, they become your permanent pet and ghoul. They can't betray you. And because your essence is flowing through them, they become completely obedient to you until they're turned, and then they gain some semblance of self reflection again.
Will she still be able to age normally as a ghoul?
No.
Is that what you're concerned
No.
about with that descriptor, you fucking
Wait.
monster?
Yes and no. She will age slower. You just have to give her your blood once, and that will give you a year.
A year?
Yes, a year. That's
Does
the
it
first
include
step of blood binding.
Does it include all of the obedience?
Yes. So like if you were to drink from me and I gave you an order, you would be forced to obey it.
Charlotte turns and looks at Sage.
Wait, Victor, you drink my blood.
Yeah, I did, Sage.
Have you given him an order?
Try it, Sage.
No, he's not.
I haven't. I don't think I'm gonna do that. That feels weird. It's
It
okay
does
if I
feel
can
weird,
just force you to do it
and it's
occasionally.
also somewhat illegal. Like, not super illegal if it's only once, but if you do it often, it becomes really, really bad, and they hunt you and whoever fed from you and kill you in very, very not fun ways.
But
It's
none
called
of
the
us are
opera.
narcs,
See, that
right?
was a one-time mistake, and it ain't happening again.
Oh, that's okay, because you do kind of, for some of the abilities, according to what I was told, which I think is bullshit. For some of the abilities that some of the other vampires have, you have to do a blood bond for a year to gain control of it. But I don't want to do that because it's icky, and that's kind of why I avoid Theodore, because he constantly talks about wanting to give me his blood and making me his pet. And it's no.
So what
And
you're saying is, at this point, I have to make Piper my pet.
yes, I told you that you could bring her to Elysium, but she has to be your pet. Did your sires not explain this to you?
No!
You
No.
You
could
gotta be
also
fucking
just
kidding me. All right, come on.
let
We're gonna
her
go sit down
go.
and have Vampire 101.
Yeah,
You could also
nobody
just
explains these fucking rules to me.
now hold on. You could also just protect her,
Who's not powerful enough?
become
Or
powerful enough.
you could just send
He's
her home and tell her not to come back.
I was told
he's
not to
already
send her.
brought
I
her
was told-
into Elysium. She's now a known entity. If he sends
Victor,
her home, they're gonna eat her.
Victor,
Yeah.
I'm going to walk away. It is extremely important that you not tell me how this conversation ends. And she walks away.
And we need to head back to Elysium. Now.
Well, you put her in my room, right? The room that we're sharing at Elysium.
Yeah.
Then she's okay as long as she stays in that room. Do you think she's gonna leave the room?
Yes, I 100% think she's gonna leave that room. She's a curious one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and you're gonna have to bloodbind her. There's not gonna be any other choice.
I know.
Well, okay, let me rephrase it. There is another choice. Somebody else here could bloodbind her, like me or Sage, but then they would obey us if that's making you what's super uncomfortable.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll go through with it.
You know she can't be your girlfriend after that, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on that anyway. I didn't.
Yeah.
This is a big, complicated mess.
Welcome to
could-
being a vampire.
I mean,
Look, your
either way.
options in front of you. Blood bonding for a year. That gives her time. She'll age normally. So you blood bond her for a year, and then you can blood bond her for another year until she's 21. As long as you keep that year thing, then it'll be okay. You turn her into a ghoul, which means her aging gets slowed down a lot. Or you turn her.
Or you could kill her.
No, killing her's off the table, Sage.
Well,
I mean, it feels like killing someone is kinder than making them a slave.
that's why I offered the turning aspect. And just because you've bloodbound her and can give her the orders doesn't mean you have to give her the orders. It's more about making sure your scent essence or whatever is in her body to where other people don't mess with her.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at least for the next couple of years here.
Or you can just ask the sheriff to turn her.
No, no, that's gotta be me to do. It's gotta be me doing that. I don't want anybody else
Okay.
touching her.
Why? Are you in love with her?
Well,
No.
that's fairly obvious.
What?
I mean, seems an appropriate exploitation of an intern.
That's what I was saying at first. But then I was told.
I encouraged you to have sex with her.
You encouraged me, and Lottie encouraged me.
To have sex with
Oh,
her.
you should have just called me. I would have said boundaries are boundaries, and you just have to enforce them. I had to learn that the hard way after I was turned. I didn't have good boundaries when I was alive. That's kind of how I ended up like this.
Yeah, it's, again, like I said, mess of a situation.
Hmm.
Okay.
Do better. Have better boundaries. That's an order.
Oof.
Oof.
Okay.
That's an interesting way to end a session.
Yep.
That was not on my of all the things that here's how this session's going to end. That was not on my list. All right.
Victor's been put through the ringer today.
So we are sitting outside the University of Miami campus, and we will pick that up in 2 weeks. Oh,
Hey, bye, Bandit.
we have our cast member extra.
Or Oracle. You think it's gonna work out? You think Piper and Victor are gonna fall in love? She says no.
He says no.
That this is not gonna go well.
Yeah, he's probably right.
I will tell
It's
you this:
gonna go fine.
it is not going to go well at all.
So in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, same bat time, same bat channel, same bat bloodsuckers.
Nom nom nom, delicioso.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Till then, from our
Bye.
studio to yours, happy gaming.
Happy gaming.
Happy gaming.